live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Tomorrow marks 22 years since the terrorist attacks on September 11th. How local residents and first responders are honoring the heroes who lost their lives that day. A busy road is temporarily shut down, not for construction, but for cyclists to enjoy the ride. And while it doesn't feel like fall just yet, one state line community is starting the celebrations. The tradition dates back to over a century ago. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. 22 years later, communities across the country remember the fallen FDNY brothers and sisters who lost their lives on September 11th. Members of the Rockford community joined local first responders at Guilford High School this afternoon for the Rockford Hero Climb. The symbolic climb of 110 flights of stairs is 30 trips up and down the bleachers. Each participant wears a lanyard around their neck with the name of a first responder who passed away on 9/11. All proceeds benefit the Greg Lindmark Foundation.
They put their lives on the line every day, and more people in the United States, first responders, die from suicide than in the line of duty. So that tells you the toll it takes doing this job, seeing the things they see, dealing with what they deal with.
The Greg Lindmark Foundation provides education and support programs to help first responders with stress and trauma. For a few hours this morning, the southbound lanes of Rockford's 2nd Street were closed from the Auburn Interchange to State Street to make room for some cyclists. The 4th annual Cycle on 2nd returned to the Rockford streets. It's a recreational ride for people of all ages to enjoy the city's riverfront and downtown area. There was also a kids' bike rodeo and resources for cycling and transportation in the community.
This is a really cool event. It brings out families that ride this event that you can't participate on this road during every other day of the year.
There was coffee and water along the path for riders. The route makes it easy for attendees to enjoy a nice Sunday breakfast downtown. One of the state line's longest running events continues its long-standing tradition. Today is the last day of the 113th Roscoe Fall Festival hosted by the Roscoe Lions Club. People came out to Highland Park for breakfast, a parade, food, live music, bingo, and raffles. All proceeds go back into the community, including towards scholarships for Hononegah High School seniors.
We actually had a family in Roscoe who I think the entire family is deaf. And we actually helped fund them to go to a summer camp in Michigan for the deaf and blind. And that's what part of this is all about.
The first Roscoe Fall Fest was held in 1910. The Roscoe Lions Club has organized the event for the past 53 years. It's always held the weekend after Labor Day. And it's nice to see that two former Chicago Bulls are still friends off the court. Derrick Rose got married to his longtime girlfriend Elena over the weekend in Beverly Hills. His former Bulls teammate Joakim Noah served as the officiant. Last summer, Rose was the wedding photographer at Noah's ceremony in Brazil. The man accused of the deadly Highland Park parade shooting last 4th of July will appear in court tomorrow. A judge could set a date for his trial to begin. Eric Runge has the details.
Robert Cremo III is the man prosecutors say opened fire on the crowds of people watching Highland Park's 4th of July parade back in 2022. He's facing more than 100 charges, including dozens of first-degree murder and attempted murder charges. Prosecutors say he fired close to 100 rounds that day. 7 people were killed, dozens more hurt, not to mention the scores of others traumatized by the shooting. Tomorrow, inside a Lake County courtroom, a judge could be ready to set a date for his trial to begin. He's pleaded not guilty and is currently being held without bond. The 22-year-old may also appear in another Lake County case prosecutors have brought against his father.
Cremo, the son, could possibly be a witness in this case.
Late last month, a judge refused to dismiss the reckless conduct case against Bob Cremo Jr. A trial date was set for early November.
Mr. Cremo is charged with causing what happened on July 4th.
The older Cremo pleaded not guilty to the 7 counts of reckless conduct, a case based on the fact he sponsored his son to get a firearms card, which allowed him to get the weapons.
The reckless conduct statute says Don't do dangerous things that cause injury or that risk others.
Prosecutors say Cremo Jr. signed on to sponsor his son for a weapon despite knowing his son had attempted suicide and threatened violence in the past.
He did nothing wrong, and we're going to maintain that.
That was Eric Runch reporting. President Biden is in Vietnam today to mark a new phase in diplomatic ties between Washington and Hanoi. The president's first ever visit to Vietnam comes as the country elevated the U.S. to a comprehensive strategic partner. The status is largely symbolic but important as Biden seeks to strengthen alliances with Southeast Asian nations to counter China's rising influence. President Biden today dismissed China's accusations that the U.S. has a Cold War mentality toward Beijing.
I don't want to contain China. I just want to make sure we have a relationship with China that is on the up and up, squared away. Everybody knows what it's all about. We're not looking to hurt China, sincerely. We're all better off if China does well.
The president's 24-hour stop in Vietnam happened despite concerns about the country's recent authoritarian crackdown and a report that is secretly pursuing an arms deal with Russia.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, temperatures for us this afternoon were able to climb into the lower 80s, a little more warmth from what we felt here these last several days as we've had a southerly wind and some sunshine, but cloud cover kind of building up over the last couple of hours. We take a live look with our SkyTrack camera down in Rochelle, looking off to the northwest. You may have noticed some of those cumulus clouds beginning to grow just a little bit here over the last couple of hours, and from that has led to a few isolated showers, mostly to our south and southwest of Rockford. Working through parts of Carroll County, Ogle County, now into far northwest DeKalb County. There were a couple of lightning strikes, but most of this has just been some rainfall that has kind of been fizzling out just a bit. Our weather watcher Ken here in Esmond said a couple of raindrops earlier turned into a nice kind of downpour there in and around the Esmond area. So kind of expect this through the next couple of hours this evening. These isolated showers to develop, all forming along an area of low pressure and a cold front. But back behind that, we've got a better chance for rain to move in as we watch some steadier showers now working through Iowa and then back out to the west. This is what is going to move through later tonight and tomorrow and bring us more of a steady rainfall, something we desperately need. Now, you do see a couple of isolated showers and thunderstorms forming out ahead of that. Again, that can be expected here as we go through this evening. Cloud cover will continue to thicken up. Temperatures tonight will be a little warmer than what we've been these last couple of nights. We've fallen into the low 50s here, both Friday night and last night. Tonight we'll hover right around 60 as we maintain some of that cloud cover. Look for these rain showers to work in through sunrise tomorrow, and these will last through mid-morning. Not really expecting much thunder with this. We don't have a lot of instability in the atmosphere, but there could actually be some pockets of some heavier rainfall from time to time. Nothing that would last for a long duration of time, but enough maybe to bring some of those rainfall totals up to around 3/4 of an inch in some locations. Now, that steadier rainfall will be moving to the east once we get into the afternoon. But we are still going to continue with some of those scattered rain showers on and off during the afternoon and then into the evening. By that time, that cold front will be to our east. We do start to get a little dry air that works in on Tuesday. So while we may see some sunshine early on, I do believe cloud cover is going to build back up, and this will lead to a couple of isolated showers looking through Tuesday afternoon and then again into Tuesday night. So when we look at the rainfall totals, this is the most we've had in some time, as the first week and a half here of September has been relatively dry, right around a half an inch up to 3/4 of an inch. Some areas will get a little less than that, and I think the locations that'll end up closer on the higher end will be where we see some of those heavier pockets of rainfall. Again, bulk of that is going to be coming down tomorrow morning, so just kind of plan accordingly for that morning commute. Temperature wise right now, we are in the upper 70s and lower 80s, that wind shifting around to the northwest. 60 degrees, that's where we'll end for the overnight tonight. Temperature tomorrow, touch cooler. Notice the next couple of days we are in the 60s, 68 for Monday, Tuesday, close to 70 on Wednesday. Overnight lows too will be very comfortable, dropping back into the 40s. But then I think by the end of the week, getting into next weekend, those temperatures are back into the 70s.
Thanks, Candace. Well, football season is officially here and kicking off with one of the sport's oldest rivalries. Fans came from near and far to see the Chicago Bears take on the Green Bay Packers. Andrea Medina has more from Soldier Field.
Parking lots surrounding Soldier Field were full of tailgaters before the Chicago Bears took the field.
The energy out here is absolutely insane. First game of the year.
The enthusiasm and the energy is unbelievable. So happy to be here.
The lots were filled with music, flags, and the colors blue and orange were seen at every corner.
Over here, guys, follow me.
Walking in here, you're hit with the aroma of delicious eats. For fans like Frank Herrera,
A little guacamole, nice. Cilantro, onion.
grilling top-notch tailgate food is just as important as the game itself.
We got crab legs, we got lamb chop, we got skirt steak, we got ribeyes, New York strip. We've got a little bit of everything.
This home opener game is a big deal. The Bears take on longtime rivals, the Green Bay Packers.
Today, I wouldn't miss for the world. It's without Rodgers, so we got a chance.
I'm really happy because I want the Bears to win against the Packers.
Some Packers fans even made the bold move to be on enemy territory.
I am, and I'm proud. It has been 5 years since the Bears beat the Packers, so.
Until today.
Oh, that's wishful thinking.
Bears fans from near and far made their way to Chicago to attend the game, including these brothers who are from Montreal.
My dad's been a fan since he was young, and so he got us to be a fan, and now we're at a Bears game for the first time.
I'm 75 years. My son is 50 years. I've been bringing them since they were kids, so it's been a family thing forever.
These diehard Bears fans have great expectations. Their favorite team will make it far this season.
I'm optimistic that we're going to make it to the playoffs, but we'll see what happens because we got new players, new offensive line.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
Football is back, and what better way to get things going on this Sunday afternoon than with an NFC rivalry matchup between the Packers and the Bears. Chicago looking to end their 8-game losing streak against Green Bay. This is our first time seeing Jordan Love running the show, and how about that duo of Justin Fields and DJ Moore? Let's get a score update for you. It's actually 24-6 now. The Packers lead in the third. The Bears really struggling to get anything going on offense. We'll see if things change here soon, but I'm going to say this one's most likely over. Tune in tonight at 9 and 10, though I'll have the highlights. Here's a look at some guys we haven't seen today for Chicago who were listed as inactive ahead of kickoff. Velus Jones Jr., a healthy scratch, kind of gives you an idea of where he stands with his team right now. Another healthy scratch at receiver in Equinemius St. Brown, then tight end Stephen Carlson, and on the defensive end you have Quindle Johnson and Khalid Kareem. The Packers don't have Christian Watson today, but starting receiver Romeo Doubs was listed as active after battling a hamstring injury. He scored their lone touchdown in the first quarter. The rest of Matt LaFleur's list includes 3 rookies, 2 reserves on the O-line, and veteran newcomer Zane Anderson. After being held to just 4 runs and losing the first 3 games of their series to Arizona, I would tell you to be worried if the Cubs couldn't salvage the finale today. Sei Suzuki giving the boys off and running here. It's a fair ball down the right field line, and Nico Horner, he's going to score that one, and it's 1-0 Cubs. Christopher Morel carded a triple in his first at-bat, and here's his second at-bat, a flyer all the way out to the bleachers, and the Cubs lead by 2 now. A few batters later, it's the man himself, who other than Cody Bellinger with his 25th blast of the season. This man is unstoppable. And hey, how about one more? Dansby Swanson next at the plate, and he's going to take this one deep left. That's a goner. And goodbye, Arizona. Cubs win 5-2 to end a 3-game skid. The White Sox looking to get some mojo back with their finale in the D today. We'll start in the third. Spencer Torkelson hits one down the line off Jesse Schultens. 1 run will score, and it's 1-0 Detroit. Later in the inning, Andre Lipschitz goes for an RBI single here, and that's another run for the Tigers, now 2-0. They would end the inning at 3. The Sox down a run in the 9th, and Yasmani Grandal will ground out to end it. The White Sox lose another 3-2. The Yankees walk it off in the 13th inning over the Brewers. 4-3 the final there. The Cubs now 3 games back in the division.
Well, we got all signs of fall, the Fall Fest, football, but it's not quite feeling like it yet.
Well, today was nice and warm. We made it back into the 80s, the first time in a few days that the temperature has been above average, 84 high temperature. So
the sun was out.
Yeah, the weekend was really nice. I mean, between yesterday and today, it's nice when you can get back-to-back weekends, and we wrap it up with a chance for rain, which is something that we need. So that is something to look forward to. We've got a few isolated showers out there now, and that'll be the trend over the next couple of hours. Anything that we do see is going to remain isolated. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds through sunset, and then mostly cloudy skies tonight. The first WARN interactive radar, always on mystateline.com. Temperatures right around 60 tonight. You've got a steady rainfall that comes in tomorrow. 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch can be expected through the morning, and then scattered showers into the afternoon and evening. You got that chance again on Tuesday. Cooler temperatures 60, but we are set to see those 70s return by the end of the week and weekend.
Thanks, Candace, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 10.